So here we are, ready to do the special maneuvers that's just been unlocked. You'll see the sailing tutorials now ticked off. So let's get into it. Right, here we are. Once again, it wants us to set full sails and then reach a speed of 8 knots. So pressing W a few times will get us up to full speed, and our crew will start setting our sails. Also, you'll notice the red text just below the tutorial requirements. Down here on the right, it says your rudder is disabled. That means we have no steering with our rudder at all. Now it tells us to press E to turn the front yards to the maximum right position. So if you both look at the ship and the bottom left hand corner of your ship icon, you'll see as I press E, the front yards will turn to starboard. And it will turn your ship to the right. And if you double click it, it will automatically turn. If you press F1, it will take you back to skipper auto, and it will make it go into the neutral position. Now pressing Q, once again change skipper from auto to manual, and will turn your front yards to port. Double tapping will make them go maximum port. Neutral, once again, press F, and skipper will return to auto. To turn your back yards, you can use the C and Z. Now turning your back yards to port will make your ship turn starboard, and turning your back yards to starboard will make them turn to port. As such. Pressing F, going all yards back to neutral. And it now wants us to reach the turn circle. Now you can use a combination of turning your yards. So if you turn your rearmost yards to port and the front to starboard, will increase the turn of your ship. The angle of your turn is also indicated determined by your speed and the type of ship. Here we are, first circle. I just slow it down a bit. I'm not sure if it wants me to stop in here as well, or simply just reach it. We'll just slow down. Now as we do this and come to close, like rudder turn times, yard turn times, sail setting speed and reefing speeds all differ from ship to ship, and depending on your upgrades and the skills you put on your ship and character. Once again, it wants us to go up to full speed and reach 8 knots. And I have this nagging suspicion that they want to have us turn to port in a bit, because they just turn the wind a bit. You can see the indicator down bottom left on your ship icon, and you can also note that your pennants are now blowing towards port side. Turn the front yards and the back yards to position them parallel to the wind by using Q and E. So pushing our yards parallel to the wind will take the wind out of them, and thereby reducing our speed. We can also depower the sails. These are the flat areas you'll see now. You can depower by taking the stale sails down. And we need to wait for the ship to slow down. You'll also notice down bottom left, under your sail setting, it will say depower. So this is another way in-game to slow your ship down without having to go down from full sails to battle sails or from full sails to half or slow. You can slow your ship down by simply turning your yard arms. Maximum right position. Now the ship is trying to get us to increase the negative power. Now the wind is blowing straight into, more or less straight into our sails, and it will actually make us go forward. And they've enabled our rudder. So by pushing my rudder left, it will turn my bow right. This is just like reversing a car. And the other way. And it wants us to stop. We'll take down our ship, and I've just turned my yards to make speed go to 0 faster. Perpendicular to the wind. Why isn't this working? There we go. Double tap A, full turn. Power the stage sails. Get the stage sails into, or the yards into neutral position. Set your rudder to neutral. And stop at the objective. So we need to stop inside the circle A. So the aim of this tutorial is to teach you how to use your yards and your rudder to actually tack the ship if you get caught up against the wind, or what they call in irons, with the wind blowing straight into your face. How do you maneuver out of it? So we'll depower our ship, or angle our yards just to take the power out, and we'll go down to full stop. I will stop inside the circle. And being able to tack or actually turn against the wind is going to be very helpful later on once you get into combat. If the enemy forces you around, you get into a bad wind position with the tack or stuff like that. This is a very useful maneuver. Also the ability to increase and decrease your speed by turning your yards instead of having to put your sails up and down. So that was the special maneuvers section of the tutorial. We'll just have one left once we get back at the screen.